Unboxing is simple. Included is a user manual, which is poorly translated from Chinese to English, the charging cable, and then the main unit. That's it. Build quality is really nice, weighing in at 27 pounds, which makes it feel hefty, but a good solid build, so when you take a few tumbles, it's not going to fall apart under you, though it scratches up easily. I think it'd be easy enough for most people to carry it around to class or into the office. Max speed is around 7 or 8 miles per hour, and it'll give you a little beeping sound when you're going max speed. Now it's actually pretty fast. An average jogging speed is 4 to 6 miles per hour, so this is like a fast jogging pace. On a full charge, it can go somewhere in the 15 miles range, which is pretty insane. I kept using mine over and over, tons of practice riding, and it took a few days to finally get it down to low battery. So learning to ride the scooter is actually really easy. You just hit the power button, gently step on the platform 1 foot at a time. These black rubber pads are like touch-sensitive buttons, turning on the motors when enough pressure is applied. Using a wall or person for support, and practice standing up straight. The key is to just stay relaxed. Pro tip, push your feet to the edges against the rim, which seems to help me balance. Then you can start leaning forwards or backwards to move around, and that's really it. It's so quick and easy to learn. It's very intuitive. You just let your brain kind of think about moving around and it'll automatically do it for you. I even had my little 9-year-old niece learning to ride it in just a few minutes. In about 20 minutes of my first time practicing, I felt very comfortable on it. Going up and down hills takes a little practice, but you can feel the gyros working underneath your feet. It's very good and precise at compensating and balancing stability for you. The tires are rubber, non-inflatable, so no concern for flats and great for gription. They're large enough to roll over and maneuver most sidewalk bumps and twigs, but not the big ones like these. They're just too large to hop over and it bottoms out. It really feels like you're in the future when you're riding this thing. Just think about moving forward.
Now it has 2 indicators on the top of it. One is the power indicator, the other one is the battery indicator. And the battery indicator will stay green when your battery is charged, and it will turn red when your battery is getting close to running out of strength. It beeps when it turns on to notify you that it is ready to use, and it also has 2 lights on the front of it that help illuminate your path, and it also lets you know which direction you're turning. Like if you're kind of going straight and you start to turn a little bit, one of the lights is going to flash a little bit, and it kind of helps you understand as well which direction you're moving, and it kind of helps you realize, maybe you're leaning to the side and turning a little bit, and it helps keep you nice and straight. It rotates like this. So when you're turning, you basically tilt 1 foot forward and it begins to turn, and then tilt it back level to go straight. You kind of lean forward to move forward and lean backwards to either slow down or go backwards. It's really simple to grasp. A couple of minutes, like I said, and you've got it figured out. On the back side, there is a power switch right here, as well as your battery terminal where you plug it in to charge. The power switch, just 1 button and it turns it on. So let me go ahead and do that just to show you how it works. So we've got power here, green light. This light flashed for a second to signify that it is powered on. It doesn't do anything right now without weight on these switches here. These switches kind of activate it. And when you get on the device, it's best to kind of get on with both feet, kind of step on and then step on with the other foot. Very quickly it will engage, but it gives you enough time to step on and then step on with your other foot. If you take too much time to do that and you step on and then you hesitate, it's going to want to start to turn on you because you might be leaning forward a little bit, or this side might get cocked back, like if you misstep and you step off of it and it starts to turn.
So 3 things to know prior to stepping on this thing. 1, don't freak out on it. 2, you will fall.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
And 3, it will get scratched up bad. There is a slight learning curve. It took me about 20 minutes to grasp the concept of how to use it indoors. I'm still trying to gain confidence to ride it outside though. I think it's something about being indoors and I have things to grab on if I need to and a carpet to land on if I fall. Outside though, it's just tons of open space and the hard pavement to land on. So I tend to ride much slower and more cautiously when I'm outdoors compared to when I'm indoors because of this. Metaphorically, it's like swimming in an ocean versus a pool. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't know, but I'm getting better each time though. My cousin, however, hopped on and was riding it like a pro in no time. I think it helps when you have experience riding something that requires you to maintain your balance like a skateboard or skates. That can really help you out with this. So the concept of riding this thing goes like this. And yes, I'm going to illustrate this with my hands because it is a more visible demonstration. The board is sensitive and it doesn't require much pressure from your feet to do the things that I'm about to mention. So to go forward, you're going to just apply a little pressure with the front of your feet. And to go backwards, you're going to do the same method by applying a little pressure with the back of your feet. To turn in a circle, you just simply tilt your feet in opposing directions, with slight pressure being applied with the front of one foot and the heel of the other. To turn, you're gently going to apply pressure with the front of your foot you seek to turn with. I've heard multiple people say, just think about where you want to go and it'll happen. And it's proven true, which really has amazed people, especially when they're trying to grasp how to ride this thing. But this freaky concept of a board that seems to mind read largely plays on what I feel is someone unconsciously moving their feet in the direction they're thinking about going. Either way, the more pressure you apply, the faster you go. The max speed you can reach is 10 miles per hour. And once you hit this speed, the board will beep to notify you that you have hit top speeds. I personally never pushed it this far, but my cousin did. So therefore, I can say you do have to be careful when doing this, because if you attempt to push it faster versus maintaining the speed that you're at, you'll notice the board jerks a bit, which in turn may cause you to jerk and crash. Now, in reference to surfaces that the scooter can ride on, you can put it on the carpet, hardwood floor, concrete, gravel, and even in the grass. So no worries on versatility of riding spaces. As for hills, you can manage to get up and down ones with smaller slopes, but definitely not a curb. That ain't gonna happen. Cracks in the sidewalk can be rolled over as well with no problems. Another thing to mention about the scooter is its weight. This thing is heavy. It's about 25 pounds, which is why I'm investing in, and I also suggest you invest in, a carrying bag. I thought I may not need one, but in simply carrying it from point A to B, I see it more useful and practical than lugging it around any other way. Now, as I mentioned, it does get scratched up easy, which is why I customized mine. A video tutorial on this is in the works, so keep an eye out for that posting real soon. Now, not only did my cousin ride the board, but he also gave me his opinion on it, so I'm gonna let you hear what he had to say.
I like the ability to be mobile without necessarily having to walk. I dislike that it's not scratch resistant. It don't take much to get a scratch on your hoverboard. I don't know whether they could maybe improve on that, maybe make some skins or vinyl or something to protect it. Maybe extending the wheel out, making it a little bit bigger. I would give the hoverboard a resounding 9. Well, you know, nothing's perfect. And I wanted to leave some room for improvements to be made.
So big up to my cousin for helping me out with this video. I greatly appreciate it.